and doing all that you do. Come on, you still prostituting. Come on, somebody. You still doing gossiping. You still talking about one another. You still, but you want to confess on Sundays. Read, Ray, what it say?
Not everyone.
Where you coming from?
Matthew 7, verse 21.
What it say?
Not everyone that says unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven.
Say it again, Ray.
Not everyone that says unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven.
Not everyone. Somebody say, he's talking about us.
He's talking about us.
If you say, Lord, Lord, how many say, Lord, Lord? Yeah, Lord got me. He knows my heart. Somebody say, yes, he do.
Yes, he do.
But I want to know, do you know your heart? See, yeah, he knows it. Tell your neighbor, oh, yeah, he knows it.
Oh, yeah, he knows it.
But do you know it?
But do you know it?
Are you a part-time Christian? Come on. Somebody say, come on.
Come on.
Is anybody with me? That's what he's talking about. He's talking about part-time Christians. Yeah. You come in when you want to. But somebody say, I don't care if you come to church every Sunday. You still, if you ain't doing right, he ain't taking the word back with you, and you ain't applying it to your life, you're a part-time Christian. Amen. Come on, somebody. Hallelujah. Or just say, ouch. You're a part-time Christian. Yeah, you say, well, I go to church every Sunday. I go to Bible study. That don't mean if you ain't living what you are getting, you're a part-time confessing Christian. Hustle, come on, somebody. So, hey, I already know. I told them, get ready. I got the big dogs out today. Get ready, because we may have to fight in this thing. Come on.
Amen.
See, because we run around here in a funk, a facade. The Bible said, let a man think he's something when he's nothing. He deceives his own self. You ain't got me fooled. Come on, somebody. And if you do fool me, it don't make no difference. I ain't got no heaven or hell to put you in. You're going to have to stand one day. You're going to have to stand one day for yourself. You can't blame it on you, Pastor. Well, they didn't treat my son right. They didn't treat them right. Somebody said they ain't got nothing to do with Judgment Day. Well, they got their cliques. Yeah, well, who you with? Come on, somebody. We with Jesus.
Come on now.
It don't bother you if we got a clique going on. If you with, come here, daughter, I don't mind. It don't make no difference if we got a clique if you with the clique. Amen. See, you don't care. You don't care about the clique. Right. See, because you don't even recognize it is a clique. Because we clicking together with Jesus. And then anybody who want to be with Christ going to get close to somebody else, because you know you can't do it by yourself. I got to be with somebody can help me to get a word through from God. I'm down with the clique of Jesus. Who you with? If it's all right for you to sin and act up, I know why you by yourself, because I can't deal with them. I know you can't. Because you ain't trying to lay aside nothing. You ain't trying to clean up nothing. You ain't trying to get nothing from God. You just want entertainment. Well, you ain't got to worry about entertainment. You keep doing that. Because you're going to be the entertainment down there when he get that barbecue. It's going to be you. Somebody say you can blame the church all you want. We ain't going to be down there, you pastor. We ain't going to worry about it. Bring the podium over here. I'm coming down, Pastor. I'm coming down. Pastor Alexander, thank you, baby. What you talking about? Some of us fail to realize when you confess something, don't possess it. If you confess something, I should be able to see some attributes of it. Anybody can confess it in the house of God. The Bible said even the devil tried to appear out of angel of light. Somebody said, but ain't no light in that rascal. Ain't nothing but darkness in him. Come on, somebody. So what you saying? Some of us, we get and want to act like we shining a light. But I see that shade over you. Come on, somebody. You may have a light in there, but is it shining bright? Oh, see, mess will hinder your glow. be so jacked up. And you thinking you got it going on. I smell you. You said, well, I put deodorant on you, yeah, but I smell that aroma of sin on you. Now, somebody say, don't get it twisted. Just because I ain't called it out on you and then pulled you out and embarrassed you, God with his good self, don't mean I don't know about it. Come on, somebody. Don't mean I don't know what you're doing. Now you saying, well, you beating up on the sin. Nah, I'm not beating on that. I'm beating up on the sin. Amen. I'm not beating up on you. I'm beating on the mess. When you spill milk, you don't go back to the carton, you get a rag and wipe the milk up. You still preserve and keep precious because now I have lost something and I don't want to put something else in there and mess this up too. When God comes in your life, you got to start letting some stuff get cleaned up. I need me one minister on the left and somebody else on the right. Come on over, get over here, minister. Amen. Somebody get on this side. Because where I'm going right now, I want you to ride with me a minute. I know we ain't going to do a whole bunch of just shouting and pouting today. But go with me to Revelations. Don't mess with something here, Pastor. You better get ready. I need you a little close, Pastor. Because, see, you're a big guy. See, they might get intimidated. See, I'm going to stand over here by you, and then Jackson, if you come running here, and then y'all come right there. So why? Because people don't like to hear the truth. I ain't no man pleaser.
Amen.
Come on, somebody.
Amen.
I come here and deal with your mess. And let me tell you, somebody say, what? Thank you for asking. From the pulpit to the parking lot, we all got something to deal with. Somebody say, what you dealing with? You ain't got to keep dealing with. We got somebody who will clean that up. I don't care if you're saved, confessing saved, or if you're unsaved. This is for the change and clean the world. Come on, somebody. Hallelujah. Somebody say everybody got something need to be cleaned up.
Everybody got something need to be cleaned up.
But if you're 10, 12, 14, 15 years old, you still shouldn't act like no newborn. Come on, how long you been saved? Come on, somebody. By time it should be a new attitude about you. By time it should be a different walk about you. By now something's supposed to be changing about you. Are you still doing the same old stuff? Thank y'all for coming. Over here in Revelation chapter 20. I'm going to skip around if you don't mind because I'm for time. Said, and I saw the dead and small and great. Verse 12. And stand before God, and the books were open. Somebody say books.
Books.
Somebody say that must mean more than one.
That must mean more than one.
It said the books were open. Then it goes on, minister, and said, and another book was open. Which book? Which is the book of life. And the dead were judged out of those things which was written in the book. Somebody say the books.
In the book.
According to their what?
Works.
To the way you live. It's a book that's when you stand before the Lord. I don't care what you say or what you're doing in life. I don't care when you leave here. I don't care how you leave here. It's a statement. One day we all going to have to make this adjustment. We're going to have to face on this day the white throne judgment. And all and everything that you poser did or didn't do, everything, you know, it's a saying. They say, well, who was that? Santa Claus is coming to town. And he's checking who's been naughty and who's been nice. Well, if Santa Claus is real, he's going to be in this book too. Come on, somebody. Because this book has everything that you have done. Watch what he showed me there, daughter. I found out in this particular book, he wasn't concerned of those who wasn't saved. Their judgment has already been forgiven. How you know it? They say because hell is enlarging every day. This book is concerning some of them folks. Somebody tell your neighbor, us's. That say we save. See, if you don't die with God, you already done died without him. I ain't got to judge your sin. Your judgment has already been released. How you know? Because he said, my word will never pass away, but heaven and earth shall. So he said, and look at it said, and one thing he said, hell gonna be right there. He said, heaven and earth will pass away, but my word, where hell at? Exactly where it was designed, waiting for somebody to be in there. It's enlarging every day. Why is it enlarging? Because it's not enlarging with people. We already know people that's unsaved that die that way already going. But we got people that is sitting in here can go straight to hell. Excuse me, through the church, with a church smell. I'm looking at everybody today. I'm looking at everybody today. Look at me, Deke. Look at me, Deke. Look at me. Because I want everybody to be looked at. Because we're going to have to stand before the white throne judgment. Now, you can fake it. I don't care. And see, one thing about this here, I don't care when you get in, just get in. Come on, somebody. Make sure that this day when you stand before him, you're going to stand the right way. Because there's two books. One book, come on, somebody. Let's go down and read down here where it says. Right, verse 15, it says, and look what it says. And the second, look, it said, hold on. And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the what?
Lake of fire.
Let me get somebody who know what it is. How many really understand the value of hell? Somebody say it's a place I don't want to be. Come on, somebody. Come on up here, Brother Kenny. Stand up here. Angels, y'all get ready. Brother Kenny. You, Brother Kenny, you don't mind if I use you, do you? We got to teach this thing, Brother Kenny. Let's teach it. Let me look and see how you've been living. See, because you're in this book, everybody going to have to come and stand before him. Nobody else can't stand for you. Your husband can't stand for you. Mama can't stand for you. Daddy can't stand for you. Bishop can't stand. Pastor can't stand. You're going to have to stand on this day for yourself. Oh, come on, somebody. So when you come before him, he said all your work's going to be judged. Everything that you've done. So you, Brother Kenny. Come on, are you? You, Brother Kenny. And I know that being Brother Kenny means you're a Christian. So you're a Christian, right? So when I look in this book, I'm looking for Brother Kenny. But then I don't see you in this book. Give me the other book. But I got to be in there, preacher. See, because I've been going to church on Sunday. Preacher, I know I'm in there because me and Bishop, I go to Bishop's house. I eat Pastor meat beans. You know she got on it. Surely that's what I got to be doing. I done everything Bishop told me to do when I was around him. I done everything I'm supposed to do. I'm going to check again. Just the book I see, it had a red. How God gave me the dog. And that's something. Good God Almighty. He had a red blood. Y'all see that? Amen. That's how good God is. I'm looking, it says, deliver thyself. That's what it jumped out. Meaning you can't deliver yourself. Your works won't get you in. Works are manifest about who you are, but your works. Somebody say, because you done a good deed, that ain't going to get you in. Because you cleaned up today and got dressed, come to church on Sunday, that ain't going to get you in. Because you sing on the choir or preach in the pulpit, that don't mean you got the right to get in. You got to be written in the book. The Lamb's book of life. And it goes on, if you study, it goes on and says some names was blotted out. I'm going down here. You say your name Kenny? Brother Kenny. Okay. What's your last name? Who? Tom. Oh, you're in the cheese. No one. I guys got Brother Kenny. So that means your title don't get you in. See. Want you to know your title ain't going to get you in. Put whatever you want in front of it. It don't make no difference. You're not going to get in because your title can't get you. So let me go with who you really are. I ain't going to go by what they saying about you, what they writing about you. I need to know who you really are. I ain't want to go to the doctor. No. I want to come to you. I know your social security number. I know the day you were born. I need to come and talk directly to you. So let me go over here to tease now. Who you really are. You say you a Christian and you've been living right, ain't you? You been living right? You've been paying your tithes. Oh, you've been paying your tithes. That's good. That's got to be a good thing. Just because you pay your tithes don't guarantee you getting in. You should pay your tithes because you know you getting in and you know you can't make it without doing it because he can take care of you better than you. Just because you don't pay, if you pay him or don't pay him, it don't make no difference to us because guess what? You got to make sure your deed's going to be justified. Right. Don't pay him if you want to and see what you get. Come on, somebody. You better make sure your name ain't been blotted. Blotted means, he said, blotted means that you was owned in the good book. But because you didn't get yourself together. Somebody said, what you talking about? Minding your convictions. Ain't God told you to do something you know you ain't done? Come on, all of you need to say ouch on that. Amen. Ouch, 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 ouch. Somebody say you better double check the check. Make sure your name ain't getting blotted. Hustle, hey! See, and this right here, and what I like about this right here, see, this was so profound. Watch this here. Getting blotted out ain't got nothing to do with your neighbor. It ain't got nothing to do if your church ain't where you think it needs to be. If God put you in that church and that's where he called you to be, maybe exactly what you think you didn't need is exactly what he sent. Yeah. Don't get your name blotted out. See, because disobedience, a little disobedience is a complete blotting out in God. He don't know if to do right and do if it what not. Imparted to them is sin. And no unforgiving sin can get in. Come on, somebody. See, you said, well, Bishop, I sin daily. I know you do things and think things you ain't got to. But somebody said, but I'm covered under the blood. My heart is to please God. Even when I slip or trip. He talking about when you willfully not going to do what I tell you to do. When you practice not doing it. When the Bible says when you bend on doing it your way. I can't even bend you back straight because all you want to do is, well, Lord, you know my heart. You know what I want to do. You know I'm trying to, I like that a little bit. Sin is pleasurable, but for a moment. You're going to worry about that little sin you love, that little rascal you don't want to get rid of. Okay, I'm trying to get down the road. So, Kenneth, maybe I didn't see you in this book. Why? Let me check this other book. Well, I know Brother Kenny can't get them in. Oh, you Kenny Thomas. He said, and the symbols of the children, the semblance. What it means that what's been coming in your life, what's been symboling who you really are when there ain't nobody around. Other words, what's jumping off at home? What's jumping off at work? It's simple. I mean, things you've been active. That's active stuff. I know y'all, some of us don't want to hear that. Well, I go to church, I'm all right with God. That don't make you all right because you come back today. Because if your heart ain't got right, you still jacked up. Now, if you come back and confess it and ask God to clean it, somebody say a little leaven. Leaven to hold up. But if I humble myself under the mighty hand of God, in due season, he'll exhort me in and out of my mess. God don't bless mess. He strengthened us to come out of our mess. You can be in a mad situation. Can I help somebody? You can be shacking and come in here and get right with God and still got to go back home to that situation, self-semblance. But you don't go back the way you left. Come on, somebody. See, somebody say this too should change. Sometimes it's a process. Sometimes you can't just run out of something. Sometimes you can. You said, well, what I do? Paul said, can I continue in sin because grace abound? He said, God forbid. That means you begin to draw a line now. Hey, come on, somebody. See, God, I'd rather have God. I don't want my name. Your name just got written in the book of life. But something is blotted. Meaning now I have given you authority and power to come out of a situation. Now, though it ain't coming out when you wanted to come out, but it calls you while you there in your situation, you learn how to draw a line. Give me a blanket. Give me a blanket. Give me borrow that. Let me borrow. Here go one. Right. Here go one. Right. Thank you. So now, come here, daughter. Come here, sis. It's my baby sis, so she's okay. Come on. So now, son, look at us. Now, you going home, you know how to put this righteous apparel around you. Amen. What you was giving. It ain't jumping like that now. Don't mean. Let me help you out. Sis. Don't mean it may slip. But you ask God to strengthen me, that it won't keep on slipping. See, I'm working this thing out. I'm trying to get better. You got to draw a line. Things begin to change when you learn how to draw the line. Don't mean that you're going to hit the bullseye every day, but now I'm practicing to get better in my walk. I'm getting stronger every time I get to church. Every time I see my sister, give me here something. Every time I see my little sister, every time I see her, when I see you standing in, I'm getting stronger. I'm learning how to keep mine up. I ain't always know how. I'm learning.
Yes. Come on, me too, Bishop.
And I come and I watch you. And if he's doing it with you, he can do it with me. And I'm trying to get there. No, I ain't there yet. But baby, I ain't where I used to be. It don't even feel the same. How many know what I'm talking about? Being out there in that mess, you don't even feel the same way. Trying to get high don't even feel the same way. I'm speaking of something. I'm telling you what I know. When God come in, something's supposed to change. You don't stay filthy. You begin to say, God, wash me, clothe me, renew my mind. You ain't got to keep smoking. I'm moving on. Might get hound looking for that there. So Kenny, I'm down here in the T, son. And I think, let me look below. It looks like that could have been you, but it's blotted out. You say, well, what you mean? You should be saying, wait a minute. What you going to say when you standing before the Lord? He said, I think I seen your name in the book of life, sir, but this might be. You ain't got nothing to say? Give me somebody who will get over here. Somebody get him. You got to help him. He don't know. I see. Look like an H.
It's right there, Lord. Hold down. Right there. That's me.
No, that's.
You got to see it.
That's. No, that right there is Jake Henry.
Sir, you got to see it right there.
No. Yeah, you're right. That's a Ray.
Amen.
But it ain't Troutman.
Oh, man.
Now it look like it's a spot right here. It's got a line drawn around. It's a line drawn around one that looked like what Troutman may have been. Y'all was going to church? Y'all were praying? But how was you living when you wasn't in church? You doing pretty good? Uh-huh. Yeah, but let me look over here because all your work's going to be in there. If the work's in that side, it's going to be on this side. Yeah, but I see it. Yeah, but you charge that cat $65. It wasn't supposed to be but 10. Yeah. You said, but Lord, I fixed on his wife's car. But you worked on it all day. Yeah, you worked on it. You worked on it real much, but you could have been through with it in 20 minutes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I see. Okay, let me go check. Let me check now. Oh, you see it? Oh. Yeah. And it said, take heed, for the Lord hath chosen thee to build a house for the sanctuary, to be strong. But in the inner parts, something wasn't right. He was building something. But there was something going on the inside, right? Let me go back and see what it is. Oh, you murmuring and complaining. Oh, you making excuses. Oh, you saying I shouldn't be called all the time. See, what we fail to realize, somebody say what we fail to realize is God is writing it down. See, we thinking, that ain't no big thing. Yes, yeah, it is. If you connected to something, you're a part of something, it's something for you to be doing. You say, well, I don't come to church clean. I know you don't, but guess what? It's going to be written because it's disobedience. If you're a part of something, you don't do it your way, you do it the way he said it. If you want to come and do it your way, then guess what? It's going to be written. See, because it's better for you to be faithful over little than make a mess with something big that you think is a little bit, a little leaven jacks you up. That's still filth. God say, obey those that have rule over you. Come on, somebody. He said, because I have chosen them to be your what? Watchmen of your soul. Come on, somebody. I don't know how we got there. I don't know how we got there, but somebody said we might as well stay. I know everybody didn't want to stay, but anyway, but pray. Somebody say, so you got to recognize everything you do or don't do is going to be written. Everything you should have do and didn't do is going to be written. Everything that you do and you don't do it the right way is going to be written. Because we got to do it wholeheartedly as to God. Uh-oh, Ray. It's something blotted over here. Second paragraph. 28. Life. It's got a big L on the side. You may have been, let's go back over here, Ray. Wait a minute. Next page, not, here it is. I see it, Ray. Not by might nor by power, but by his spirit. You went to God. You was in this book and got jacked up. But you didn't die out of that book. You went over here. But now you said, Lord, not by might nor by power, but by your spirit, empower me to go forth. Somebody say, I see your name back in there. See, because while the blood's still running warm, it's still hope. Hey. Is anybody with me? Amen. Somebody say, while the blood's still running warm. Amen. I might was in the book and got off track, but I'm coming back right because I'm trusting you to do it. You don't stay where you at. You say, God, get me where you need me to be. Show me how to walk right. Ray over here said, Ray, like he been through it for real. He said, thank you, Lord. Wait a minute. It said, look down. This right here says, look down. Jackson. Oh, Lord. It said, look down. And guess what it says right here when it says, look down? Come here, sir. Watch this. Read that. What it say? I'm just flipping through the pages. Read what it say.
Now my eyes shall be open, and my ears attend unto the prayer that is made in this place.
What's next?
For now I have chosen and sanctified this house, that my name may be there forever, and my eyes and my heart shall be there perpetually.
Come on, somebody, get a little praise. Somebody say, in this house, my eyes are going to be open, my ears going to be attentive to the Lord. Somebody say, I ain't going to stay like I was. I'm looking at this thing. Come on, somebody. Somebody said, we got to get real where we at. Bible said, examine yourselves. Don't try to examine. So me trying to come and get your sister, examine her. Don't worry about Nikki. Come on, somebody. Nikki got to stand for herself. Don't you keep looking at mama. Don't you keep looking at each other. You got to stand. Somebody say, you got to stand for yourself. Point at you. Point at you. Say, I got to do this. I don't care what addiction they got. I don't care where they at. When you give somebody the word, the rest is on them. You don't go around trying to beat them. You don't go around trying to make them take this. Once you give them the word, leave them alone. You ain't got to tarry all day. Once you get the word, just walk on off. Because it's up to them now. You ain't done what you're supposed to do. Y'all may be seated if you can. Get a little hand for the ones helping us today. Somebody say, I need to examine myself. Would it be a pitiful thing to get there before the Lord and he say, you was in this book, but let me look, I see down there where it might be in your name, and you say, well, Bishop, I'm in a situation right now that may be addiction, may be a current situation you're in, a relationship. You may know the Lord and you may not know the Lord. Somebody say this is for everybody. You might be dealing with some things that you don't even like to talk about. Because I know I was in that situation. I was in a situation that I didn't know who I can share with because I felt like whoever I shared with, they couldn't handle it and they're going to look at me different. But I know a man you can take it to. Hey! Oh, come on, somebody. I know a man that you can bring it to, and he already know. I know a man. He know exactly what you're doing. And can somebody say, and can somebody say it with me? Say, let me serve you notice. Whoever you may be, ain't nobody exempt, because we all got issues. But don't keep the issue. Let it ish out of you. Get on to the Lord. Somebody say, we got to examine ourselves today. You know you ain't where you're supposed to be. If you're in a current situation that you know God is not pleased with, I dare you to come down here and let me just touch and agree that God will clean it up. Just clean up the situation in your life. Somebody say, just clean it up. I don't care what it is. Somebody say, I don't care. God's still going to clean it. He still clean that situation. Come on, somebody say, yes, he will. Say, I know it. I know he'll clean 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 it. Somebody say, clean it up. My situation. Take that low self-esteem. Oh, yeah, sorry. You ain't where you used to be. Everybody here, you know, I got what you said, told me to tell you, you can trust in God. It ain't that you you've been hurt. You're good. It's been taken advantage of. It is hard to let y'all come out again. God said you can trust her. Come here, Pastor. You can trust her. I sent her to lead you. She ain't where you at. Lead her. You can come out. You ain't got to stay far back. She wants to be so close. But and don't worry about what you got to give up for God. He's going to enlarge your territory. You just trust God to do it. You trust God to do it. He fitly joined you together. Release that pain out of your life. Release that stuff going on. Release it and be free. You come out of that situation. You can trust. He sent you just for somebody can love you. You can love you. Ain't gonna turn their back. Ain't gonna talk about it. Ain't gonna belittle you. Gonna encourage you to get through. This too shall pass. Say Somebody get a victory praise. Hallelujah. This shall pass. Somebody say, this gonna pass. Shout it out like you mean it. Say, this gonna pass, Sister Sue. This gonna pass, Sister Sue. You're gonna be stronger than ever. God got you. Don't trust nobody but God. God's doing this in your life. God is doing this in your life. He said, I love you and I got you.
I will never be bound again. I got my liberty. I'm finally free. I will never be I got my liberty. I'm finally free. I will never be bound again. I got my liberty. I'm finally free. I will never be bound again. I got my liberty. I'm finally free. I will never be bound again. I got my liberty.